Welcome everyone. Welcome to the Daily Swole, and Papa Swoleo's in the car. I apologize if the video looks tilted a little bit off to the side because Papa Swoleo is almost breaking the suspension.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole. I know. It's actually something that happens. So I do need to go get my alignment checked. It costs me a lot of money, but that's why it's good to go to one of those tire places that offers unlimited suspension checks, because every time I get in the car, I need to get my alignment checked, so I have to go weekly. It's a pain in the ass, but we do it anyway. What up, Papa Swoleo's in the car? Fuck that whiteboard. I'm going raw. Welcome everyone to episode 397 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular podcast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex. I'm still bigger than you, probably, and we all flex our biceps. It's not about how large you are, it's about how hard you flex your biceps. Are you ready? All right, the lighting's not that good. I'm not super pleased with the way that looked, but maybe I can edit the video. Maybe I can just blow up those biceps a little bit. All right, there we go. Not bad. Have you seen my baseball? It's right here, baby. Welcome to episode 397. Today is a big day. Today's a big day because today is Webinar Wednesday. It's hump day. It's hump day. It's hump day for Papa Swoleo, and it's also Webinar Wednesday. Everyone that is in Swolenormous Premium, remember tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, you are going to see Papa Swoleo for a good chunk of time. We're going to get into it, the Fix Your Fitness webinar at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Link is in the description. So fuck yeah, to the taint, balls deep, and that's where we're going for 397. Today's episode, motivation is bullshit. And I thought about this. I'm like, all right, today's the webinar. We're doing the webinar today. What would be a great topic for the day where we hit the webinar? What is the finishing episode before we drop the Fix Your Fitness webinar? What is the finishing episode? And it struck me, we got to go back to the basics, because that's where we're going tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going from the ground up. Let me explain. Those of you that might be new to the broadcast, those of you that might have forgotten a little bit about how Papa Swoleo rolls, motivation is bullshit. That is a huge mantra of Swolenormous. So float some thumbs and float some hearts if you agree that motivation is bullshit. I'm very excited because there's a lot of stuff that's going down. Papa Swoleo is going to go super hard today, and I have a big announcement. Big announcements very soon. It might be on Instagram. I might announce it. I might announce it here. I can't decide. I'm super stoked. Because if you didn't think that I had another gear, I'm about to turn up to another fucking gear. So if you thought like, wow, Papa Swoleo's topped out, he's here, he's there, he's everywhere, how did you do everything so, he's everywhere. Papa Swoleo is going deeper. We're going deeper. So stay tuned today, because I'm pregnant with emotion. So let's go back to the basics. Let's talk about motivation. If you understand why motivation is bullshit, I want you to comment below. We have to understand why it doesn't work. And the reason why motivation doesn't work, and I can prove it by the simple fact that so many of you message me and you're like, I can't stay motivated. You find me motivating because you find it hard to keep motivated yourself. If you were able to motivate yourself, then it wouldn't be a problem. You wouldn't need to watch things that motivate you. You wouldn't need to watch things that motivate you if you could motivate yourself. Would you agree? Would you agree that you would not need to watch me for motivation if you were already motivated? Not in the same way, right? So that, as a result, motivation is not that it's bullshit. It's not that it doesn't exist. It's not that motivation doesn't have any purpose. It's because motivation is fleeting. Motivation goes, motivation is temporary. It's not something that is able to be maintained at its base. It's a roller coaster. It's up and down, it comes and goes. You'll wake up one morning and you'll feel great. Then later on the day you feel like shit. And then the next day you feel like crap. And then you feel okay. And then you feel amazing the next night. It's emotional. Motivation, not emotion. Motivation is a surface emotion. It's a feeling. It's I'm happy, I'm sad, I feel good, I don't feel good. It is a very, very surface way, a surface method of being in a high mood state. So you want to avoid these roller coasters. You need to avoid the roller coaster. You need to avoid the up and down. The ups and downs are going to come, I guarantee it. And you know this already. No one is always up. If you ever meet someone, and some of you might know someone. I had an instructor in college who she probably was a serial killer because she was always super, super up and cheerful. The most cheerful person I've ever known or been around in my entire life. So you got to question those people that are always happy. Either they're on drugs or they're about to go postal, right? But you need to go deeper than that. You need structure. And like John's saying, you need willpower, ebbs and flows, joy, absolutely. Feelings don't matter. Yeah, fuck your feelings. Emotions come and go. Papa Swole going so deep, he's going to need a diving license. That's right. Going deep. We're going all the way in. You need to find what generates your emotion. You need to go deeper, because even if you find what generates your emotion, your motivation, you're not going to be able to keep your motivation up all the time. It's just not possible. It's not something that is going to happen. It's too surface. It's going to flow. It's going to disappear. There's going to be a low tide. There's going to be a low tide. So how do you keep that up? You need structure. And that's what the title says. You need structure. You need that foundation. You need that layout, that map. You need that map that is going to take you to point B regardless of what your feelings are. And this ties in directly, goes a little bit deeper than yesterday. Fuck your feelings. Your feelings they lie to you. They do. And motivation lies to you too, because I'll be damned if you're going to feel fucking motivated every day to go to the gym. I didn't feel motivated last night to go to the gym. You saw a picture after I did some target practice. I didn't feel like necessarily working out afterwards, but I did. I went because I'm like, you know what? I need to put in the reps. Literally, I need to put another coat of paint. I need to go to the gym. I need to keep that schedule. I need to keep that regularity. So I went and I did a good workout. I didn't go like absolutely nuts and destroy it and, murder myself, but I went and I kept those coats of paint going. So, hi Ruth, how are you? And Diego, sailors riding the waves of emotions. It's absolutely true. You're going to have those ups and downs. You're going to have that up and down. So where do you get your, not motivation, but where do you get your structure? And that comes down to most of you, and float some hearts if you have read, maybe not recently, if you've read my ebook. A lot of you found my stuff, you found my page from one of my videos, you read my 7 Pillars of Swolenormous ebook. Float some hearts if you read my ebook, because if you read it, I'm going to give you another one of those points from the ebook. And it's about finding your why and your reason. Your true reason, your base reason, your burning core why you want to train, what your why is. And this is what generates discipline. And I've talked about this in other episodes, but we need to come back to this now and again. I think you agree, because every time we address this in an episode, every time we address this, it's a little bit different. I'll come at it from a different angle. You'll hear it and you're at a different point in your life, because if I talked about this 3 months ago, now it's 3 months later and you might have actually completed my 90-day dash program. So now you're in a completely different mindset 3 months later than you were 3 months before. Danny, you don't need to purchase it at all. You don't need to purchase it at all. What I'll do is, it's free when you sign up to premium, and it's also free before. There's a link. Actually, there's a link on my Facebook page, ebook.swolenormous.com. If someone can type that in, It's HTTP, the : you don't even need that. Type in, and actually type in for Danny, ebook.swolenormous.com, and just type that out so she can click it, because that's where you get the ebook, and you can check that out. But finding your why, it's about getting that reason and looking deep within yourself. So the discipline and the map, and I like to use this as a map because let's say you have a map, and this is probably the best way I can describe it to you. You have a map and it shows you, this is how I get to point B. This is where I go. I start here and I go down this road to get to the destination. Okay? That's how a map works. Motivation is you're on the map, you're driving, you're on the road, and it's a sunny day, or then it's raining, or then a child runs across the street, or then a deer, and then there's a pothole and you get a flat tire, and then there's an earthquake. That's emotion. There's sunny days, there's rainy days, I don't know if you can see around me, it's been rainy for like 4 fucking days in Florida. It's been nasty. It's been nasty. So your map, but here's the thing, whether the sun is shining, whether it's rainy, whether there's a pothole in the road, whether or not you get a flat tire, whether or not an alligator runs across the road and you hit it and it eats your tire and you have to push the car the rest of the way, the map is still telling you how to get to point B. If you follow the map, regardless of the weather, you will get to point B. Does that make sense? If you follow the map, you will get to where you have to go. That's your goal. If you follow the map, you will get to where you need to go. However, if you judge your journey, that point A to point B, based on, oh, it's sunny out today, what a beautiful day for a drive, and then it's storming out, oh man, the weather's bad, I'm gonna stay home, you're never gonna get there. You're never gonna get there if you depend on whether or not it's nice out, whether or not it's the wind isn't too strong, whether or not it's gray, whether or not it's, windy, doesn't matter. And pushing the car, does that count as a leg day? Yeah, you guys are pains in the ass. I love it. That's a good one. But you get it. If you have a map, it will tell you where you need to go. If you have a map, it'll tell you how to get to point B. If you have a map, it will tell you how to get to the end point. So don't worry about the weather. Don't worry about whether it's sunny. Don't worry about whether it's rainy. Don't worry about whether there's an earthquake, because shit is going to happen. I guarantee it. It's going to fuck your world up. It's going to interrupt your whole life. It is going to destroy your feeling. Your perception of the day, your perception of the journey is going to change day to day. It's going to change during the day. It's going to change week to week. What you have to focus on is staying on the map, staying on point, staying on your road, and that is where we're going to discuss. That's what we're going to dig into, and that's where tonight's Fix Your Fitness webinar starts. It starts right at the end of this broadcast. It starts right at the end of this broadcast. We're going to pick up tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern time, exactly where we're finishing up right now. Going to code over this again, talk about your why. We're going to create all of those foundations and explain how you can start, the different ways to start, the struggles of starting, the different strategies of making sure you start and stay consistent. So even if you're in a routine right now, it can help you polish, it can help you clean up and retarget what you're doing, because every time, every day, your goal changes slightly. So if you did this 3 months ago, now it's 3 months later, your goals changed, you're in a different place in your life mentally and physically, and you have to go back and start from scratch over and over again to make sure you stay on point and stay targeted. Thank you so much for joining me for episode 397 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular podcast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. I will see you tomorrow for 398, as always, every day at 12 noon Eastern time. You can also catch all the episodes on YouTube and on SoundCloud and iTunes. For the webinar, I will catch you for the premium webinar series tonight at 8 p.m. Fix Your Fitness. Dora the Swole Explorer is going to go nuts on fixing your fitness. So if you are interested in signing up for that webinar, click the link in the description. It's free. Plus you get all the benefits of premium for 7 days. Check that out. You're going to love it. I will be here live for a couple moments for questions on Instagram for a couple moments. And I got some big announcements on social media
If you want to talk to Papa Swolio, if you want to do a call with Papa Swolio, stay tuned to my social media because I am going to be doing some raging and getting some numbers and doing some bang out calls. It's going to be awesome. So if you're interested in talking to Papa Swolio, stay tuned because I have some big announcements in premium on Instagram and maybe even here. So I'm going into 9th gear. Super amped. Keep your eyes peeled on my social. I'll see you all in a couple moments for the after Swole party for the Daily Swole Club winner, and I'll see everyone tonight for the webinar at 8 p.m. Eastern time. If you haven't signed up, link in the description. Peace McGee's, deuce Magoose. I'll see you tonight. Oh. Get your yoke on, peeps. Get your yoke on. Laters.